3, 2, 1, go.
And here we are, potentially the final match of semifinal 2, depending on whether or not Red Alliance takes this or Blue Alliance takes this. One absolutely incredible autonomous, and we are about to see an absolutely incredible other autonomous, except for it does appear that Blue Alliance's 14-481 Don't Blink is missing their autonomous scoring. It is going to cost them a lot in this level of play. Any flaw can get in the way, and anything can cost you the game. And it looks like Blue Alliance is going to be, oh no! The Red Alliance grabbed a Blue Alliance's cone during autonomous.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3,
Wow, that is an
2,
autonomous.
1.
That was an autonomous, so I'm not sure if that's a penalty or not, but the thing that matters is that Red Alliance is going to have the advantage going into this match by a substantial amount. Blue Alliance is going to have to work really hard because these teams are some of the best teams in the world at First Tech Challenge's power play. So any mistake that a team makes is going to hurt twice as hard as it could in the past. So that means that these robots are going to have to work even harder and make sure they do not make any mistakes. The pressure is on. This could be the last match of the semifinals. And that is absolutely what Wolfpack Machina and Overcharge want. And Robotics and Don't Blink absolutely, definitely want to go to a third match, which is why you see them working so hard, running some defense, trying to make it just that little bit more difficult for Wolfpack to score successfully. But Wolfpack is not phased. They recapture that middle junction with ease. Whoa, we got a little bit of a walk from one of the high junctions. It is dangerous, especially when pressures are this high. It is easy for one of these drivers to just mess up, bash one of these upper junctions and knock it over, and you absolutely do not want that to happen. That will, with all, cost you the match. So you have to be extra careful here to make sure you are scoring as many of these cones as fast as you can on these upper junctions without knocking them over. With 45 seconds left in the match, that's 15 seconds until the end game. We are already starting to run out of cones usable for these teams. If these teams are able to knock up some of these cones that are knocked over on the ground, they could maybe get some extra points, but we are in the end game now, which means it is time to get those beacons on the field and time to start capping them. We can see the Red Alliance here ready to go, ready to cap. Let's see who's going to get capping first. Red Alliance gets one cap on. Red Alliance gets a second cap on. Oh, and a huge knock on one of those poles, but it does not fall over. And it looks like Blue Alliance also successfully got one of their caps. And we're out here with 8 seconds left in the game, trying to get those last few cones on this and score those last few pieces of points. With 3, 2, 1, game!
Here comes the score. Semifinal number 2, match number 2, was won by the Red Alliance. The Red Alliance did an amazing job. That means they are going to move on to the finals. Congratulations to Team 9889, 14481, and 14212, Alliance number 3, for making it to the semifinals. But we will see the Red Alliance moving forward.
Well, boss, we got our first finalists here at MTI. What an incredible match! A little bit of cool setup too. You have, Wolfpack, the Inspire Award winner here at World Championships, against Don't Blink, who won World Championships, and Don't Blink beat Wolfpack coming up through the playoffs as well too. So maybe a little bit of revenge for Wolfpack in this as well.
Yeah, I'm sure they're definitely very, very happy about that. But let's jump into the match. What a match. I want to start just from the beginning. Robotics, one thing I noticed, they had a really interesting path going on with that autonomous program. You see right here, as soon as they start, instead of going all the way towards the middle of the field, they swerve around right here and go right to that pole that's nearest to their substation. That's a lot safer for them. It means they don't have to interact with Wolfpack over there at all. And that's definitely not something they want to do, just seeing how consistent they've been. Now, coming out of autonomous, definitely advantageous for that Red Alliance. Just a huge lead. They got pretty much 9 or 12 cones scored. Very, very well done by Wolfpack and Overcharge. Definitely was a comfortable feeling for them going into Teleup. Definitely set them a little at ease. Now, one thing that I think that the Blue Alliance could have done better, that I think the first and fourth alliances should take note, is that as soon as Teleup started, Don't Blink spent a lot of time trying to right these cones. We see them on the field right up here. I think it was a good idea in theory, but they should have just ditched it earlier. It wasn't fast enough, and this meant that they couldn't finish the cones over on that human player substation, limiting their score a little bit.
I was wondering if they had any problems with their transfer potentially too. We saw even them trying to pick up here, and the transfer came in with the score, and it just kind of fell right out. So I'm not sure if they had any mechanical issues with of that potentially too.
Yeah, we'll see. They were definitely scoring pretty quickly later in the match. I mean, we can see just right here. But I do think they should have ditched earlier on that and gone and touched those cones in the human player substation. That could have led to a couple more cycles and, maybe would have definitely put some more points up.
There was a really big key moment in this match. I think right around was about 50 seconds or so.
Yeah. One thing I definitely want to show that I thought was super interesting, 57 seconds in, I saw Don't Blink and Overcharge, I believe. Yeah, you see right here, they're playing chicken right in the middle of the field. Neither of them wants to be the first one to score on that high pole. Looks like Don't Blink wins out in the end, but that was definitely a funny little moment I think we'll be seeing a lot more of coming into finals.
I saw that earlier too with Wolfpack as well, playing that Don't Shake It on this far note over here too. So very interesting play and strategy as we've gone through this. What a great set of events.